आज हम क्या करने वाले हैं? वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द equations, right? So here, do not confuse. See, the equation is a little bit longer, but it is very simple to understand. Now, tangential stress at any radius. What does it mean? If you look at this figure, if you want to find out tangential stress at these locations, so from center, this is x distance. Okay, so considering the outer pressure and the inner pressure, so this is the general equation of tangential stress, right? So it is pi po ri square. If you observe very closely, it's a simply repetition of the two terms, that is pressure and the radius. Pressure at the inside section and pressure at outer section. Similarly, the radial stress is at any radius x is given by these equations. The only difference is this sign of the arithmetic, that is plus minus, okay, and the rest of the things almost similar, okay. Now, tangential stress at any radius x when outer pressure is not applied means it is zero. That is the case of hydraulic cylinder, right? In hydraulic cylinder, we apply the force from the inside, not from the outside. Outside environment pressure is environment pressure, right? Even in gun barrel, outside pressure is also zero. So we are going to put PO in this equation equal to 0. So we are going to get these equations where the PO is equal to 0, right? So that term cancel out and we have the simplification of the same equations, right? In the terms of internal stress, internal pressure applied to the thick cylinder, and we want to find out the tangential stress at any radius x, right? Similarly, you can think about the radial stresses at any radius x when the outer pressure is 0. That means we are purely considering the inside pressure. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? बाहर का जो प्रेशर है उसको इग्नोर कर रहे हैं. सो इन जनरल इक्वेशन वी आर पुटिंग इट 0. So we are getting these equations. Now let's talk about the actual design concept. What is maximum tangential stress at inner surface? As we discussed by the theory, it is going to be maximum at the inner portion, right? And it is reduced to minimum. So we are interested as a design engineer, mechanical engineer, we are interested at maximum stress. What possibilities, right? So where it is going to occur? Very simple. Not any radius x, but that radius is inside radius. So we are going to replace this x value by ri, right? So this is again further simplification of same equations where we are ignoring the outer pressure, we are simply considering the inner pressure and we are replacing inner pressure by simple p. Okay, now we are going to replace x is equal to ri. We want to find out the maximum stress, tangential stress at inner radius, right? So again the same equation is simplified. Now here we are going to write it. हम क्या लिखेंगे? ये simple stress नहीं है, ये maximum stress है. And where it is going to, वो कहाँ होने वाली है? Definitely it going to happen at inner surface, right? So this is the tangential stress equation considering the inside pressure and both the radiuses, that is outer surface and inner surface. Similarly, if we apply the concept of maximum radial stress at inner portion, it is equal to the minus p. Why it is happening here? If you put it over here, so here, if you replace this x by ri, it cancel out. Let's take it r square. So it cancel out the terms, okay, and this cancel out this term. So what happened? The only negative sign is remain, which is applied to the p only. So we are going to get the radial stresses, maximum radial stresses at inner surface, but whose value is equal to the inside applied pressure, right? So this is what the mathematics says. When you replace this x value by r inner radius, where it is going to be maximum, just recall the figure, right? If you recall the figure, the radial stress is going to be maximum at the inner surface, right? But what would be the value? By simply putting this x square is equal to ri, we have cancellation of the radial terms, right? And only the sign is remain, minus sign is applied over here. Hence, we can say the maximum radial stress equation in a thick cylinder at the inner section is equal to innerly applied pressure, fluid pressure, right? Now, what is minimum tangential stress and the radial stress. Radial stress is at outer surface is equal to 0. When you put RO, so RO minus RO square is equal to 0. Hence everything becomes the 0 mathematically. So here we already speak out that the minimum radial stress at outer surface is 0. So it is also getting 0 by mathematically. But what about the tangential stress at the outer surface? So we have to put, instead of x square, we have to put RO. So by simplifications, we are going to get the tangential stress, minimum tangential stress at outer surface cell is given by these equations, right? That is 2p ri square divided by outer radius square minus ri square, right? Now let's try to solve some numerical and strengthen the concept, okay? Now before that, let's say in above maximum tangential stress equation, which equation? This equation. I'm talking about these equations, okay? And let's replace our outer radius by this concept. Now what is this concept is? Let's say this is thick cylinder, this is center, this is inner surface, this is cell thickness. So what is outer surface? Very simple. It's a summation of these two terms, right? So we are going to replace RO as Ri plus T, right? And then again we simplified in terms of representation of cell thickness. So this equation become like this, right? So this equation will give you the cell thickness required by considering the maximum stress occurring at inner section, right? Inner section. So just try to remember this equation. It is very simple. The cell thickness is equal to inner radius into square bracket square root of the tangential stress plus inner pressure divided by same term but with the subtraction sign and minus 1. Okay. Now let's try to solve the numericals. Now first is a cast hydraulic cylinder, steel hydraulic cylinder having internal diameter of 200 millimeter is subjected to oil pressure of 32 Newton per millimeter square. So let's write down the data. So here the inner diameter is given as 200 millimeter. So what will be the inner radius? Very simple, half of that is 100 millimeter. Okay. Now determine the thickness of cell. So we have to find out what is the cell thickness. Okay. Now permissible maximum hoop stress, that is this stress value, right? That is given sigma t is limited to 72 Newton per millimeter square. So these are the data given to us. Okay. So by using these equations, we can find that cell thickness, which is given by T is equal to Ri square bracket square root sigma plus P divided by sigma minus P. It is not 6 tangential stress minus 1 square bracket completed. Now let's replace the value here. So it is 100. Now the stress is given 72 and the internal pressure is given 32. Okay, so this is 32. So let me write internal pressure 32 megapascal. Okay, so divide by 72 minus 32 then minus 1. So if you simplify this, you are going to get cell thickness is equal to 61.245 millimeter. So for being safe side, we are going to take it 62 millimeter, right? So this is a simple numerical where we are going to, we have considered only tangential stress, right? Because why we have not considered radial stress? Because radial stress is having lower value. That is, it is max and whose value is equal to minus P. So here we have minus P is given 32, right? It is always lower value, but the permissible stress we have considered is 72. So we have to consider the maximum stress condition. Based on that, we have to have at least 62 millimeter thickness of cell. Now let's talk about the problem number 2. Here, a ram of hydraulic cylinder having 200 millimeter internal diameter. So let's write internal diameter is equal to 200 millimeter. Okay, is subjected to oil pressure of 12 Newton millimeter square. right? So internal pressure is also given 12 Newton per millimeter square. If the permissible stress for the cylinder material is 30 megapascal, right? So that is the safe stress, tangential stress is 30 megapascal. Okay. Now determine the outside diameter of cylinder. So we have to define the outside diameter, how much it is, right? So it is very simple. Outside diameter is simply inside diameter plus 2 times cell thickness. Simple logic is there, right? So this is inside diameter. We have to add this thickness and we have to add this thickness, right? So that's why we have added 2 times cell thickness. So this will give us the outside diameter. Okay. Now here it is hydraulic cylinder, so we are going to assume as a thick cylinder. Being a hydraulic cylinder, we assume it as thick, right? So we are going to assume it as a thick cylinder. Okay. So because of that, we can use cell thickness equation T Ri into the stress value plus pressure, stress value minus pressure and minus 1. Okay. Now let's put the value over here. The inner diameter is how much it is? 200. Okay. It is diameter, so we have to divide by 2 to make it radius. Okay. So that is again the stress value is how much it is given? 30. It is 30. Plus the pressure is given how much it is? 12. That is 12. Divide by 30 minus 12 minus 1 divided by, square bracket complete. Okay. Now let's try to simplify this. It is very simple for you, right? So use scientific calculator and find out. So the thickness comes out to be 52.75 millimeter. So as a safe side, we are going to take it 53 millimeter, a round value. So this is the thickness required. Okay. Now let's say outside diameter as explained over here, outside diameter DO is equal to D inner 2 times cell thickness. So inner diameter is 200. Okay. And the cell thickness that we found out is 53. Okay. So here the value is very simple. The value is, let's say 200 plus here it will be 106. So total will be 306 millimeter. Okay. So this is the answer. The outside diameter is 306. If you have any doubt, please raise your questions. Now problem number 3. A cylinder of hydraulic press has internal diameter of 40 centimeter and thickness is 10 centimeter. So if I draw like this, right? So internal diameter is given 40 centimeter, right? So radius will be how much it is? 20 centimeter. And the cell thickness is given as 10 centimeter. It is in terms of centimeter. Now calculate the internal pressure. This is little bit different. So far we have always given the stress value and the internal pressure, and we were finding the cell thickness. But in this numerical, we have to find the inside pressure. That is this one. Okay. So that the circumferential stress do not exceed 60. So its value is given 60. So let's try to find out. So here the inside diameter is how much? 40 centimeter. So it is equal to 400 millimeter. Okay. So Ri is equal to 200 millimeter. And cell thickness is given 10 centimeter, which is equal to 100 millimeter. I hope it is clear to you. We have simply converted unit into millimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Very simple. Now let's use cell thickness equation. Cell thickness T is equal to Ri sigma plus P sigma minus P. Okay. Now the cell thickness is given 100 millimeter and the radius is 200 millimeter. Now what we have is stress is given how much it is? 60 plus P 60 minus p, but it is having square bracket and minus 1. So what we are going to do, we are going to simply cancel out these 200. Okay, so and let's take this 1 on a left side. So 1 by 2 plus 1 is equal to this. Okay, 60 plus p, 60 minus p minus 1. Now so this is half, so 1.5, and let's take the square bracket. Okay, this is not going to there. Okay, now let's take the square. So 1.5 square is equal to 60 plus p, 60 minus p. Okay, so let's multiply this term over here and simplify the things. So 1.5 is equal to, the square is 225 multiplied by 60 minus p plus, not plus, equal to 60 plus p. Now let's simplify this term. Very simple. So multiply with this, it's going to give you 135 minus 2.25 into p, and this is 60 plus p. Now we can, it's a very simple algebraic equation, we can find out the solution. So here it is 325p is equal to how much it is, just subtract it. Okay, what is that value, please?
23.07.
Excellent. So the internal pressure is 23.07 Newton per millimeter. I appreciate your response, right? So this is the internal pressure that is going to generate inside the hydraulic cylinder. Okay, as per the given data. Now let's try to solve the last problem. A hydraulic type testing machine has a capacity of 1000 kilonewton. The piston diameter is 250 millimeter and the maximum permissible stress for the cylinder is 100 megapascal. Determine the thickness of cylinder. Now first you need to understand what is hydraulic machines, right? Let's say this is cylinder. Okay, here we have pistons and there is a oil over here. Okay, so we are going to lift the load. Okay, so this is piston. Now here the piston diameter is given. The piston diameter is given. How much it is? 250. Now this hydraulic machine can lift, maximum it can lift, how much it is? 1000 kilonewton. So this much force must be applied by the piston through the oil. So we can say this is the load lifted. Okay, this is the load lifted P. Now to find out the cell thickness equation, we require inner radius, we require the stress value. Okay, that is given 100 megapascal. Okay, we also need the pressure to solve this equation. The pressure is not given, but we can find it because internal diameter is given, right? So internal diameter, so pressure P, force upon area, right? So pressure P, force how much it is, capacity is 1000 kilonewton. So 1000 into 10 raised to 3 divided by on which area it is acting. This is the circular area of piston. So that going to be pi by 4 d square. So diameter is how much? 250 and square of it. So if you find the answer of this, it going to be, let's say 20.4 Newton per millimeter square, right? So this much pressure is generated when the load of 1000 kilonewton is lifted by the piston of having diameter 250 millimeter, right? So this is the intensity of pressure exerted or exit in the oil, right? Now let's find the cell thickness again. Cell thickness is given by T is equal to inner radius into safe stress into pressure divided by safe stress minus inside pressure and minus 1. Now let's replace all the value that we have, right? So piston diameter is equal to what? Inside diameter of the cylinder, right? So we are going to divide by 250 by 2 to make it radius, right? This is diameter. So we want a radius value. So divide by 2. Now let's replace the stress value, which is given 100. So 100 plus this value that we found out, 24.4 divided by 100 minus 20.4 minus 1. Now we can simplify this, right? So this become 125. Very simple. So cell thickness, so it is 125 into bracket. So this term will be 1.51 minus 1. So let's again find out the value. Very simple. It is going to be 64.07 millimeter. Okay. So for the safer side, let's take it 65 millimeter. So this is the cell thickness, right? So cell thickness is 65 millimeter. So we can write over here, we have to keep this thickness at 65 millimeter so that we can lift a load of or have a capacity of lifting of 1000 kilonewton at diameter of 250. Now in YY I may ask, if what happened if I increase the diameter from 250 to 300? So definitely you have to recalculate it. We are increasing the diameter, hence the pressure generated in this oil or this machine is reduced, right? So you have to recalculate. Larger the area, the uniform distribution will be observed. So you require less cell thickness, right? So if you put it over here, because of these less values of internal pressure, we are going to get lesser cell thickness, right? This is very simple discussion on the equations. I hope the design of thick cylinder is clear. Okay.